Hey there, I'm Chuy Cervantes. I'm the head chef at Damian in Detroit and downtown Los Angeles. We're here today with Edible LA. We're working on one of my favorite new dishes at the restaurant, Wagyu beef tostada with chintecle paste. So the Japanese Wagyu, I think, is first and foremost the highlight of the dish. We're gonna use it on a tostada, and I think the tenderness of Japanese Wagyu is gonna play really nicely with the crunchy tostada texture. Eventually, we'll have some more ingredients that will flavor the actual Wagyu, but the highlight is definitely the beef. It's really versatile, in fact, with this Japanese Wagyu. You could give it a really nice sear and call it a Carne Asada tostada as well. So chintecle is a paste traditional to Oaxaca. And really what it is, it's a paste of dried chiles, onions, garlic, spices, and most importantly, it's gonna have dry shrimp in there. It's a really flavorful paste, ingredient salsa, if you will. And that will eventually give the entire dish a really nice balanced feel, a nice taste, still highlighting the beef and still highlighting the tostada and the crunch that you'll get there. But you have a really nice, vibrant and bright, smoky salsa to be coating your beef. If you can't or don't have the time to make this, you can very easily substitute this with any kind of shrimp paste that you'll find most likely at an Asian supermarket. We're just gonna make a nice little garnish for our Wagyu beef tartare tostada. So here I have the habanero with a little bit of lime juice and salt in the molcajete. You just start grinding it up here. Something you could totally do on your cutting board with just a little bit of salt there as well to help with the abrasiveness to break up the chili. I love using the molcajete. One, because it's super traditional to Mexico and it just really starts to feel like you're cooking the right way. And two, because this exact one was my grandma's and she always had it on the table, and I just love to have the opportunity to bring it out and use it a little bit. Just like the good tostadas on the table, if you see a molcajete around, you're probably about to eat well. Now we're gonna get a little bit more traditional in the tartare sense. We're gonna create our actual tartare mixture that will eventually be on the tostada. So very traditional to a tartare. You're always gonna have some form of allium. We're using some shallots here, and we're just gonna dice them up really nice and fine. And we just want a little bit here, just enough to give us a nice little fresh bite in our Wagyu beef tartare. Next, we're gonna dice some jalapenos. So these ones you do wanna get a really nice little brunoise on them. Make sure you don't have anything too big or too stringy that might get stuck. One last little garnish, again, nice and traditional to a tartare. Just some finely minced chives. At this point, you're making tartare at home. You can start garnishing any way you'd like. You can throw some crispy onions on there, some crispy garlic. One recommendation that I would make for a tartare like this, make sure your beef is not ice cold. As you're running your knife through it, you will feel how soft, how tender. Again, our final dish is a tostada, so we don't want anyone to struggle eating it. So you want to do a fine dice on it. You don't want anything too big, and you also don't want anything too small because we are celebrating the beef here. We want to make sure that you're getting some nice bites there. So we're going to take everything that we've prepared and start building it, and then topping our tostadas, getting ready to garnish them, and then serve them to enjoy. So first and foremost, we're going to take, let's think about half a tablespoon per tostada of the chintecle, about half a lime, squeeze that right in there. We're gonna add a little bit of nice olive oil in there, a little bit of the vinegar from the pickled jalapenos, and now we have a much more smooth paste that has almost become more salsa texture rather than that paste texture there. We're gonna go ahead and add in our beautiful Wagyu beef here that we've diced. You can go ahead and add in here your shallots and your pickled jalapeno and carrots. And then finally, just a touch of your habanero salsa that you made. Start with a little bit, the tip of your spoon, just to make sure it's there. So you see you have that really beautiful deep amber color coating your beef. So that's ready to go. You have your tartare mixture ready to go. So now the fun part, we can make our tostadas. Just kind of spread it out. You don't want to manipulate it too much. You want that natural kind of texture that it's giving you. And just make sure that all parts of your tostada are nicely covered up. Eventually we'll have all the colors of Mexico on here. You have the white, the red, and now the green. And always, always serve with a bit of lime on the side so your guests can have a little fun with the tostada. So really beautiful bite, nice and smoky from the chintecle, the super creamy, fatty, beautiful Wagyu beef, playing really well with the rest of the flavors there. The tostada is nice and crunchy, so that creaminess from the beef just goes so well with the rest of the paste and the dish here. So simple recipes require great ingredients. Had a lot of fun cooking with you all. Hope you all have a lot of fun making tostadas on your own as well.